Did you get all that? Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Let my machine have it! Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move one space. Try it out. Go ahead, just sprint over to my machine. If you sprint, you'll be... Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging, but, so use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can... That's about it for your turn, then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there, and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those, and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attack. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But, and by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes, that can be a good thing. Overcharge your... Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner! That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or 2.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. You know, I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the... Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, you compare its combat. The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines. Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is and the value of the terrain. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also add those together. My machine it's also not attacking, which means so my combat power is 0. This means your machine go ahead and test it out. There you go. Now, choose it can also help grab your other piece and place it. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's standing on grassland terrain. This terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack power, but they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it, which means my machine if we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out. See? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, however, there are this is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1. It'll also keep your machine from moving further. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left. See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can still attack any. Well, I think that's enough. Yeah, promise it'll all come in. Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain number of setup points, and you can spend up to 10. Knowing what each machine brings to the game and building it is the key to when assembling your army. There are a few things to keep in. First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same time. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much but a real strike player will be looking. Let's take a quick look, shall we? All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attacks the first enemy within. We've seen so just. Great, now grab your. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the rest. Just move that forward, please. Let's go. This is like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent. Looks like we have one more. Now, when it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you should also make, otherwise you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look, a nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of the skills I mentioned before. But I'm pretty sure you've got more important. It's got all the tips, and I think that about does it for now. This is gonna be fun. Time to get serious. Your move, Red. Thank the Forge you hit armor. I got a tough fight ahead of me. That was brutal. Time to make my move. I won! Oh, but I'll play you again if you want. Let's do this! Okay, let's see. That's it for me. My turn. You're up, Red. You got me down to one piece. I am impressed. You got me. Fair and square. Let's play. I'm up. Board's all yours. That was a surprise. Okay, let's see. One less piece on the board. I'm up. Your turn. Time to make my move. You're up, Red. Time to get serious. Well, that's done now. My turn. Gotta say, your odds aren't good, Red. That's it for me. Oh, only one machine left. Ah, off the board it goes. And, oh, I won! Probably shouldn't sound so surprised, huh? Here we go. Your move, Red. Okay, let's see. Board's all yours. Knocked right off the board. Time to get serious. Ah, off the board it goes. I'm up. Well, that's done now. Your turn. I was hoping you wouldn't do that. My turn. Not looking good for you, Red. You're up, Red. One less piece on the board. Okay, let's see. That's it for me. Time to make my move. Board's all yours. Oh, I thought I had that one. Good luck. Your move, Red. My turn. Knocked right off the board. That was brutal. I'm up. Your turn. That was brutal. Time to get serious. That's it for me. Off the board it goes. Time to get serious. One less piece on the board. Well, that's done now. Knocked right off the board. Now that was a game, even if I lost. Let's do this. Time to make my move. You're up, Red. Hey! Oh, that was the perfect spot. My turn. One less piece on the board. Knocked right off the board. Okay, let's see. Your turn. Off the board it goes. That was brutal. Well, that's done now. Your move, Red. That one hurt. I'm up. Off the board it goes. Knocked right off the board. Time to get serious. Board's all yours. Oh, bold choice. My turn. Looks like you're down to one piece. Well, spark my forge. You have beaten me on every one of my boards. Now that deserves a prize, I say. I'll see you later, Aloy. Aloy, please, have a seat. Oh, that's okay. We can always play later.
How goes it, Hammerhead?
hide here. What do you want, Ulvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign. And the concession decree. Face it. What other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Ulvund Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my... saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well... best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Oseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Oseram laborers of this land who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Oseram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is gonna get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle. Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
Ow!
Savior, over here. Savior, thank you for taking the time, and my condolences that you had to endure Ulvund's blovi.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Carja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is barren light. Look, If you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking, then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
Proper survey of the problem.
Maybe I should charge to watch this.
You wanted to speak to me?
Well, you know better than anyone it's a dangerous... and not just against machines. Name's Odur. This here's my training pit. Best place to practice close combat this side of the Forbidden West. Say... fight? You, the savior of Meridian, champion of the East? Or the Enduring, master of the West?
Who?
The Enduring, a legendary Tenakth fighter, the master of masters. I've heard the Tenakth have training pits just like this one. It's how the warriors get so fierce, see? And only the very best from the pits get to train with the Enduring.
So, to find the Enduring, I should look for these training pits if I'm ever out that way?
You'll have to go far if you do. The Tenakth are split into 3 clans. 3 clans, 3 capitals, 3 training pits. My guess is you'd have to beat all of them if you want to train with the Enduring. If the Tenakth don't kill you on sight, that is. But that's a far spark in the wind. As for right now, I also offer challenges to test your fighting skill.
Who would I be fighting exactly? You?
Well, I know you're the savior and all, but you have to beat all the others first to challenge me. Rules are rules. We only use dual blades and practice arrows, mind. These drunken fools would run themselves through otherwise. You'll have to leave everything but your spear and practice arrows at the gate. But I'll look after your gear, not to worry. So, what do you say? Up for some training?
I might be.
That's what I like to hear.
Looks like bitterleaf likes to grow on rocky terrain. Okay, I think I have enough bitterleaf. Secret ingredient for someone, I'll bet. Been made. Would have said I could find a little hammer in the scrap house. Glad I had this. Through the scrap piles for a metal panel. final panel. Better check another scrap pile. There. That should be enough wild meat for Milda. Decent enough. Pack's full, but my stash has room. I think I have everything I need for Mildev. Good thing, too. I can use a decent meal. We're doing a lot of damage. say this for a dyer. Smoke. Coming from where Arnov said I'd find his crew. This must be the mine Arnov told me about. It looks like the miners are in trouble.
Not sure how many are hurt.
That looks like the foreman Arnov mentioned. I should check in with him.
Stay with me. You good?
I'm okay. Thank you, Corvin.
Corvin? Arnov sent me. I'm...
Not now.
Easy. What happened?
Explosion in the mine. The water flooded the whole place. Some of my guys are still... They're still down there. I can't stop.
You've done enough. How many are still down there? Corvin, how many?
Two. Two, I think. Two more.
I'll do what I can. Gotta find those two miners. Quick. anyone hear me? The miners. One of them doesn't look too... Are you okay?
Who are you?
Corvin sent me. Are you hurt?
My leg. I was a little too close to the blast.
What happened?
We were blasting in the farthest tunnel, but the scaffolding didn't hold. It collapsed. I think it blocked the drainage shaft. Water started flooding the place as quick as I drink ale. I barely managed to drag us here.
So something's keeping the water inside the tunnels.
What are you thinking?
I've got an idea. Are there more explosives?
Are you crazy?
Yeah, should still be some up top, but you'll need these fuses.
Are you crazy?
You can't move, and I'm not leaving you. It's not like she can make things worse.
Don't go anywhere. I need to find whatever's blocking that drainage shaft and blow it sky high. Hopefully without bringing the mine down on top of me. Sure, get rid of this stuff. made it. There's the debris blocking the shaft. If I can reach those explosives up on that track, maybe I can blast through the blockage. Maybe I can swim past unnoticed. If I find what these machines are made, I might learn how to override them. All of them. Now to find a way out of this room. way up to those explosives. I should follow those tracks. See if they lead to the explosives. Let's see where this leads. Get this from my stash when I need it. There's the explosives, up on the track. Just need to get across somehow. Might be a good idea to go with that ladder. Trick. Oh, guess that got its attention. Let's go check on those miners.
She's so dead.
We don't know that.
Looks like
You did it.
I thought you blew yourself up.
Are you two okay from here?
I can get this idiot down. Don't you worry. Thanks, kid.
Better let Corvin know his men are all right.
Up we go.
It's not working. I found the two you mentioned. They're safe, but could probably use a hand. Is that everyone?
It is. I dread to think what would have happened if you hadn't shown up.